Okay, hello my dear students, how are you doing? Today in this lesson we are going to learn about the four futures, okay? How many ways do you know to talk about the future in English? In this lesson we are going to learn four easy ways to talk about the future. Well, going to, the present continuous, and the simple present. We are going to make a comparison when and how we use these grammatical tenses to talk about the future. Okay? As I know, a lot of you know two futures. I think a lot of you probably know well and going to. Inshallah, today we are going to teach you two more futures, okay? And teach you how they are different from one to another. So let's get started with well. Okay, my dear students, here we are going to start with the most common way to express future by using well. Why do I use it? How do I use it? The functions of using will to express future when we talk about future facts. For example, if we talked about the birthday, the coming birthday for someone, so this is future facts. When we talk about spontaneous decision, قرارات عفوية لحظية, in spot decisions. When we make an offer to help, يعني نقدم عرض للمساعدة. A promise, request, volunteering to do something, تتطوع عمل شيء, توعد, تطلب شيء. Personal prediction. Personal prediction, it means that هي عبارة عن تنبؤ شخصي لا يعتمد على أي دليل ولا على أي إثبات, no evidence, ولكن هو يعتمد على how do you think, how do you believe, how do you feel. Okay, so let's see these examples here. Example number 1. I will help you with everything. It's an offer. I promise I will be there for you. It's a promise. Will you do me a favor? It's a request. Fine, I'll meet you in an hour. It's a spontaneous decision. I think he will be a great teacher one day. It's a prediction based on my beliefs. Okay? Here, how do we form well? As you know, that well is a model auxiliary. So, there is no third. Okay? No third person. You can just only, you need to put the infinitive verb after will. I will leave later, you will leave later, she will leave later. So it's the same verb you are gonna use after will, which is infinitive. How do we make the negative form? By using not. She won't leave. They will not leave. If you are going to make a question, you just need to put this model auxiliary before, at the beginning of the question. Will you leave later? Okay. This is how do I use will to express future. Now we are going to talk about another common way to express future by using going to. Usually we are using going to talk about decisions and intentions that has already planned. لاحظوا هون already planned, decisions planned decisions, يعني شيء مخطط إله. Okay? Or to talk about a prediction, to predict something in the future based on events. لاحظوا إنه لما حكينا عن will حكينا كمان هي فيها decisions وفيها كمان predictions. ولكن شو الفرق؟ الفرق إنه في will ما كانت planned decisions وما كانت عندي prediction based on events. ولكن هون مع going to we are talking about planned decisions, قرارات مخطط لها سابقا ستتحقق في المستقبل. وأيضا نتكلم عن تنبؤات لحصول شيء معين اعتمادا على دليل، يعني أنا شايف شيء قدامي وبناء عليه في عندي الأفعال التحذيرية هي اللي look out, listen, watch up. هاي الأفعال التحذيرية تدل على إنه أنا شايف شيء. I see something in front of my eyes and I predict something would happen. Let's see these examples. My brother is going to study biology. هاي الجملة it's already planned. مخطط لها، ستحدث بالمستقبل ولكن مخطط لها. Look out. You are going to trip over that chair. Prediction based on evidence. أنا شايف شيء قدامي وبستنتج اللي راح يحصل النتيجة. How to form it? By using be plus going to plus verb 1. How to make the negative form? By putting not with verb be. How to make a question? By putting be at the beginning of the sentence. Also, you would find with going to time expressions like tomorrow, tonight, next, and etc. Okay, my dear students, we can also use the simple present to talk about the future. So, the simple present is when we take a verb and it's in the basic form. Usually we added an s. If it's third person singular, for example, I leave, you leave, he leaves, she leaves, they leave, we leave. So this is all simple present. In your classes, you probably learned we use the simple present when we talk about routine. يعني معروف احنا نستخدم simple present just only to talk about routine, facts. We can also use the simple present when we are talking about routines in the future, okay? So, for example, or I meant by this timetable routine in the future, which means timetables. We use this when we are talking about the scheduled event, something that is scheduled to happen in the future. يعني إشي محطوط له جدول وقتي زمني للحصول في المستقبل. So this is usually has to do with when we are talking about transportations like trains, airplanes, buses. We can use this tense. We can use it when we are talking about TV shows. We can use it when we are talking about restaurants opening and closing, or stores, schools, when they open and close. So we use this when we are thinking about a schedule or timetable. So here are some examples. The last train leaves at 6 p.m. today. So 6 p.m. hasn't happened yet. It's in the future. But because this is a scheduled event, it's a timetable event, it's a schedule, we can use the simple present. Here is another example. The restaurant opens at 5 p.m. today. So this hasn't happened yet. Right now, it's 2 p.m. This is going to happen in the future. But still, I use the simple present because this is a schedule, okay? Every day, the restaurant opens at 5 p.m. Here is a third example. I like watching TV. Imagine, I like the Big Bang Theory. My TV show starts at 4 p.m. So, this is why do I use simple present to talk about scheduled, fixed time in the future. Okay, now we are going to talk about the present continuous. Present continuous is when you have be verb. So I am, you are, he is, she is, they are. Okay? So we have am, the verb ing. This is known as the present continuous. It's usually one of the first things you will learn when you are learning English. So a lot of you know the present continuous and you think, oh, present continuous, it's taking place now. You are right, but we can also use it to talk about the future. We use the present continuous to talk about the future that is going to happen very, very soon. So, for example, if you ask me, what are you doing this weekend? Well, I'm hanging out with my friends this weekend, okay? Or I might say, I'm shopping this weekend. I'm studying this weekend. If you ask me, what are you doing tonight? Well, you know, I want to be a good student, so I'm studying tonight. I'm studying tonight. What are you doing next week? Well, next week I'm working next week. Okay, so present continuous is very, very common for when we are talking about the future that's going to happen very, very soon. Not a future that is going to happen 2000 years from now or 50 years from now. No, that is far future. يعني احنا بنتكلم عن مستقبل قريب جدا وليس المستقبل البعيد جدا. We are talking about the future that's going to happen in the next couple of days. So, very, very soon future. Okay, as you noticed that present continuous and going to both of them can be used to express the same idea. In some cases there is a difference of meaning, في اختلاف بالمعنى اللي بيعطيني إياه going to وال present continuous. The present continuous tense is mainly used to talk about personal arrangements, ترتيبات تنظيم شخصي, and fixed plans. Be going to can also be used to express the same idea, but it puts an extra emphasis on the idea of intention. يعني بيركزش على التنظيم بقدر ما يركز على النية. هذا ايش؟ في المعنى، يعني هو اختلاف بالمعنى وليس باستخدام القاعدة. إذا كان personal arrangement usually we use اللي هو ال present continuous. إذا كان verb of movement we usually use present continuous. Let's see these examples. I'm going to get a new job. هون المعنى باستخدام going to I intend to get a job. لما غيرتها وصارت I'm getting a new job اللي هي present continuous صار المعنى it's already decided, arranged. Here the focus is on the arrangement. تركيز على التنظيم. Let's see the second one. What are you doing this evening? A question about arrangements لأن استخدمت present continuous. طب لما بدي استخدم ال going to على ايش بصير التركيز؟ Are you going to do anything about that letter you received from the civic authorities? A question about the intentions of the listener. So this is the difference between using going to and present continuous in the meaning.